I'm Victor Wamatt. I work in Albuquerque, New Mexico now. I've been in real estate 40 years, probably.
To you, what's the difference between exchanging and more standard forms of real estate?
Exchanging, first of all, you defer your taxes, which I think is the greatest benefit, to tell you the truth, because you're adding another 15% to to the rate at which you can grow your equity. So over time, over 10 years, that's like more than double. The effect of just going out and buying something straight and watching it appreciate. Generally, people are much more creative when they're exchanging. It's often a case of, I'll trade you the property I don't want, and I'll take the property you don't want, because people are different. I don't want this property because I don't want to develop it. I just want some cash flow. You don't want your property because you want some opportunity. It's your investment's mature. You want some opportunity to go out and develop what I can't do, what I don't want. So it matches up people who wouldn't naturally come together. Oh, I think it has caught on. I mean, there are more people using it now than used to, and people that don't use it are just a little behind the times, or a little, perhaps not as, I won't call them ignorant. They're just not as well rounded as perhaps they could be in their view of real estate and real estate investing. If you just want to go sell people their first house, you probably don't need to know a lot about exchanging. But if you want to help people grow their real estate portfolio, their investment, really plan their future for them in a really very secure way, yeah, it's one of the tools you need to have to advance your career and to advance, most importantly, your clients and their interests, their investments. It's really simple. You find out what somebody wants, you help them analyze that to find out what they need, and then you help them go out and fill that need with real property, with real estate. It just provides more opportunities for my clients to be more creative in the way they think about increasing the rate of return on their investment.
Have a memorable deal that you made in the past that...
I have a memorable client. Yeah, I was in San Jose, California. He was a bus driver. His name was Dennis. Dennis drove a bus for the city. Dennis, I suppose, saved his money. I don't know how he got his first house, but he bought a house. And a couple years later, Dennis traded that house up into a duplex, again deferring his taxes and so on. And maybe 18 months later, and I was involved in these, he traded that up into a fourplex, a 4-unit building. And in about 2 years, Dennis traded that up into a 16-unit apartment building. Again, always finding people that had a problem or a reason to get out of what they were in, they needed to sell for whatever reason. Darned if 2 years later, Dennis traded his 16 units up into a 120-unit apartment building. So in the space of 6 or 7 years, he went from one house to 120 apartment units. He quit his job driving the bus. He managed his apartment building, just happy as a clam. But the leapfrog results of his investment, just by being creative and willing to actually move up and move up and move up, hey, it's every man's dream. And most of the brokers we dealt with, had to be educated about how to exchange, and from their point of view, their client is selling their property for cash because, they get this duplex which they're going to go sell and they'll get the cash eventually, etc. I just had to educate, several of the brokers on how to do this process and what the benefits would be for their client.